This series is really, to me, about bringing awareness to these smaller shops that you may not even know are in your backyard. I am very excited to visit each one, look at their inventory, meet the owners, meet the staff, and bring you along with me. So grab a project and let's dive in. Hi friends! Welcome to the very first episode of KatieBug's Adventures. And can I just say how excited I am for this new series. If you're anything like me, there is something magical about stepping into your local yarn shop. Being surrounded by color and texture. I mean, the texture, you guys. Creativity. Meeting fellow yarn lovers. You know, the people that just get it. Yes, you know who I'm talking about. You just met your best friend. We are going to discover all these beautiful yarn shops together, and one by one, we are going to fall in love with each one, I'm sure. All right, let's talk about our very first video of this series, and it is coming to you from small town of Glen Ellen, Illinois. It's just outside of Chicago, Illinois. It's about 25 miles west of Chicago. It's a beautiful little downtown area is where the shop is located. So if you are flying into Chicago, you've got something going on, I highly recommend just taking a little detour, get out of the city just a little bit, breathe some fresh air, and visit this little local yarn shop. All right, now that you know what the shop is, you know where it's located, let's talk about my first impression. Stepping into her store, my first impression was this is a luxurious boutique of fine yarns and fibers. That was my first impression. You could just see all the beautiful colors and shiny, and it just felt like luxurious. All the yarns just felt very like they were on the stage, and I came to view them. So the combination of the beautiful store samples and the yarn and just the way that it was laid out was just a very inviting. It wanted you to come in and to explore further. And so that's what I did. I came in, I oohed and awed over mohair and silk and cotton and wool. Let me tell you a little about the owner. Her name is Janet Avila, and how the shop came about. She had been laid off of her job, and a day later, she found out that her brother was in the Twin Towers on 9/11. And that led a path to find healing in knitting. And it led her to want to start a store where she could also help others that were healing and find a craft that they would enjoy. I also have lost someone, not in the Twin Towers, but my dad passed away. That was a time, a trial for sure. And I wasn't knitting at that time, but I did a lot of sewing then, and I did a lot of crafting, and peaceful reflection was very healing for me. So I definitely connect with the story behind the start of the store. And her store name, String Theory, it comes from her worldview that everyone is connected to everyone else. She believes in connecting people through the craft, and I just absolutely love that. Connected with it immediately and wanted to come visit her store. I was traveling, so I happened to be in the area, found her store, looked it up, and I'm so glad I did. She has a very curated collection of yarns and products that she has chosen for a specific reason, whether it is to empower and support women in other countries, whether it is to support local farms or support her local area. Every product she has, from the recycled bags, or the bags made out of recycled materials, to soaps handmade by a local artist. It goes on and on and on. I'm just going to highlight a few yarns that she walked me through the store and told me a little bit about herself. And I really love the story of some of these companies. So one of the companies is called Plied. It's ran by two women. And the yarn is spun in New Hampshire, and then it is dyed in Baltimore. And it is, each ply is dyed, kettle dyed a different color, and then it's plied together. So it almost has a marled look, but then once you use the yarn that's basically been marled and you knit it up, it's like the fabric takes on a whole new color. It's quite beautiful, and she had a beautiful sample on display to show as well. And you can see I'm holding up the yarn next to the sample, and you can see how that looks together. How about I tell you about the yarn that was on the front table right as you walk in. This yarn was gorgeous. It looked like silk, but it was merino. It's very silky, and she explained that it's because of the way that they ply the yarn. They ply it in a different way, so it gives the yarn strength, and it gives it that luxurious silkiness. And this yarn is Linares yarn, and it was gorgeous. What she had on the table was fingering weight, and it was very tempting not to pick up a skein for socks, but that's not what I picked up that day. Don't worry, I'll show you in just a few minutes what yarn I did pick up. She also has a very large variety of the Manos cooperative yarns. And this company was founded in 1968. It began by 5 women. That was their goal, to develop economic opportunities for women in a country where there were none. or there were very few. Manos de Uruguay is a member of the World Fair Trade Organization and has been since 2009. And some of the yarns that she had from this brand consisted of mohair, she had silk, and I believe there was some wool. This was just luxurious, and it's very close to the front of the store, so you can just see all the beautiful colors. There's one more yarn brand I want to talk to you about that I had never heard of that she had in her shop as well. And this is called Homespun Hope. And the company is based out of Rwanda. So the yarn is grown in Ethiopia, and the women in Ethiopia pick the cotton and they spin the yarn on a drop spindle. And then once that yarn has been single spun, then it is sent to Rwanda to Homespun Hope, and that's where they dye it and ply it together. So this company or organization, it strives to empower women. It helps them provide money and funding for their children's education. So you're changing generations of lives by supporting this company, which is just amazing. It sounds like a wonderful thing to be a part of. And Janet actually was able to visit Rwanda and visit Homespun Hope, and she has pictures up in the shop of her visit to Rwanda. There's also a post on her blog, and it talks about her trip as well. All those beautiful yarns, but which one did I choose? Homespun Hope. Yes, I absolutely loved the organization. I loved the story behind it. I love the product. Okay, I want to show you very close up what this yarn looks like. It is gorgeous. So indigo is a plant, and cosmos are a plant. So each ply, I guess I should tell you, the colorway is indigo and cosmos. Indigo plus cosmos. So this is truly plant-based. So it's 100% Ethiopian cotton. I will tell you a little bit about these skeins. There is approximately 100 grams, 3.53 ounces, 368 yards. So they recommend a 3.25 millimeter knitting needle or a US 3. And for a crochet hook, they recommend a 3.25 millimeter or a US 3 size D. I don't know what this is going to end up being, but I really think this would make a great summer tank top or a little airy top. I thought this color really went well with my skin tone and would be a beautiful neutral, maybe with a denim button-up shirt over the top of it with maybe blue jeans or jean shorts. I absolutely love this, and I can't wait to make something out of it. I just don't know what pattern to pick yet. And so this is my purchase of the day, and I am very excited to create something beautiful, airy, summery. I did talk to Janet, and she said I could probably get a sport gauge out of this for sure, maybe even a DK gauge. She said it does bloom very nicely. So I will keep you guys posted on what I end up making with this. If you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. I can't wait to see what you guys might suggest. In conclusion, I mean, what are you waiting for? Go visit her shop. check her out online. String Theory Yarn Co. Adorable shop, a must-see if you're in the Chicagoland area or if you are visiting it. So if you can't wait to see what future episodes of this series are going to be, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you get a notification when I put up a new video. Happy knitting, friends. Until next time. Bye.